by Ronaldo Bailey. Here we see the two captains in the center circle about to do the toss. The referee tonight, the man in charge, is Alfonso Marlon Carrillos Meja of El Salvador. He's a referee. The first assistant is Antonio Jose Achero Mangani of El Salvador. And we also have Giovanni Garcia Lima of El Salvador.
Well, Curtis, just minutes away from the starting kickoff. And as it was, just want to continue to give you the results for this Aruba team. They would have had a big win over British Virgin Islands, 7-0 in the Caribbean Cup quarterfinals there. But their second matchup, they lost 2-0 to French Guyana. Were booted right out of it in 2004. So they're a bit of an up and down team, and hence their standings. Barbados, however, whenever they've come up against the Arubans, have had a really good night out. Just flip back a couple of seasons, you will see Barbados 2, Aruba 1, and that would have been in 2012. Just before that, and I don't like to go too far back because then it'd be different players playing at that time. In 2000, in the World Cup qualifiers, Barbados 4, Aruba 0, and also in the World Cup qualifier, the return leg to be precise, Aruba scored once, and Barbados still hammered them 3-1. Seconds away from the kickoff, the Barbados Tridents up against Aruba.
Once again, the live stream on BarbadosFA.com and the Beat104.com. Our listeners right here in Barbados on Hot 95.3 FM, we welcome you. Those of you around the Caribbean are about to get started in this FIFA World Cup qualifier. Remember, coming in, Barbados with a 2-0 advantage, having triumphed in the away game, and we are off and running. And it's Aruba with the early possession.
Well, the Arubans now building down the left-hand side. Ball cut out the back by Bailey, Ronaldo Bailey coming forward. He stuck the right boot in and he gives up a foul. 45 yards out on the left-hand side to be taken by the Arubans. They go patiently all the way back to the sweeping position. Left-footed, chips it over Mario Hart, comes right side, finds Cruz. Cruz, under some pressure, goes all the way back to the defense. He too receives some pressure, clears his lines now. Foot race between two. Sebastian Hunt wins in the process, and Barbados with a throw just 10 yards from their half line on the defensive side. The Arubans look quite tall though, Curtis, as the throw comes in from Ramon Manning within his second cap, I believe it is. He would have come on as a sub in the former match and therefore played very well. Chance here now for Boyce to shoot. Shoots, and it's charged down by the defense this time. Cleared away by that same defense into Bailey. Bailey goes wide with a header. Finds the new acquisition in Rico Graham, a Gall Hill player. He is fouled, and referee here points goalward towards the Aruban goal. So with just about a minute and a half gone, both teams now trying to settle. It's Barbados 0, Aruba 0.
Both teams keen to establish some dominance early on. Both keen to establish their presence on the game. Aruba with more of the running to do by way of that 2-goal advantage which Barbados hold. So Barbados with lots of breathing room. Remember, the 2 away goals would see them comfortably advancing to the next round. So Aruba having it all to do early stages of tonight's game.
Well, ball taken away like candy from a baby. This time it was the new man, Rashad Jules, having nothing to say about that one. Easily picked his pocket, and the Arubans now building in their familiar, at this point in time, it's a light blue with yellow running down, in fact, yellow running across the sleeves, yellow shorts and red socks. Barbados in the familiar Stano gear, which is yellow at the top with little bits of blue. Blue shorts, blue socks. 55% possession to the Arubans, 45 to Barbados. They're knocking it around with the back, playing very patient. Barbados giving them the first third, dropping back to almost the half line with Hart as well as Chandler, Jamal Chandler. They're coming down the left-hand side. This is the Arubans, taken away by Sebastian Hunt. Pokes it forward, finds Chandler, but in the process, Sebastian Hunt is fouled. So 7 yards from the half line. Remember, folks, every single kick, free kick, dead ball situation, live commentary right here at the UWI complex. Ball all the way back, this time to Morris for his second touch of the evening. Finds Manning, he presses it down, 15-yard, Hart with a foot race down the left-hand side. Chance to gives a quality cross. Square comes in and headed away this time by the defender, Therick Roos. And Barbados with their first corner on 3.5 minutes.
Good movement there by Barbados in the build-up to that one. The Arubans will know lots about the power of Mario Hart. Played a key role in the opening game as the skipper, Emerson Boyce, getting up for the goals. And looks like Hayden Holligan will swing this one across from the left for Barbados. Speedy winger and normally has good quality on the ball as well.
He's a Wales talisman. Square ball, right-footed, into the box. Heads go up, cleared away by keeper. Shot coming in, this time by Jules as he falls to his knees. He knows he should have done a lot better because that didn't have the pace that he has to worry about. Didn't have any swerve on it either. And perhaps he's showing a bit of the nerves, Curtis, after just 4 minutes. First chance falling to Barbados. And we're knocking on the door. Still can't get any answer.
But he should be a bit more comfortable. Of course, Barbados at home, sitting on a 2-goal advantage as well. So really should not have a case of the nerves. And there we see the referee blowing for a foul. Player goes down almost at the half line. And ref just checking on him now. The Barbadian team members also having a word. And here comes the physio. Looks like a back injury. And we will wait to see how that pans out. Looks like the number 15 player, that's Jamal Chandler, still lying in a heap. Fell awkwardly. And here we see the replay now. Yes, he got a bit of a barge and fell awkwardly. It's more the landing than the actual fall, Trevor Thorne, that did the damage. The fall coming from the number 10 player, Raymond Batten. But it's the awkward angle that Chandler would have fallen at. And he seems to have done some damage there to his back.
Well, Batten, as we know, plays his professional football. Here we go into the half line, and Batten showing that he's innocent. I believe there was a bit of an elbow close to the back of the head for Chandler, and he's gone off with some ice on that into his neck, the neck area. So it'll be Bailey to take this free kick, right-footed, just past the half line, 40 yards into the box. Heads go up, and the player there, that's Jules, climbing on the defender and giving up a foul then. So 0-0, 5.5, almost 6 minutes gone. No real pattern of play at this point in time, Curtis, but for sure 55% possession going to the Arubans. Barbados 45 seem to be dropping off and giving them the half, because obvious, 2-0, you don't really need to do very much to get through to the next round. Just defend your 2-0. And for those who don't know it, it's a two-legged affair. First leg was won by Barbados in Aruba on Wednesday night, 2-0, 2 goals by Boyce. And we pause because here come the Arubans down the left-hand side, and he's got a bit of nerves there and realised that he was under pressure from Manning and tried to do a little bit of a dribble, and the ball ran out of touch. So therefore, Barbados with a goal kick. This one will be taken by the US-based goalkeeper, Keezel Broom. He's ushering his men forward. 6.5 minutes, 0-0 between Barbados and Aruba.
It's a difficult task for Aruba in the early stages. What tactic do they employ? Do they push strongly and they try to get an early goal? Or do they try to soak up some pressure and they hit Barbados on the counter, because Barbados is sitting on 2 goals and Aruba will have to be the aggressor in the early stages of this one, because they need goals and they need them quickly if they're to stand any chance of advancing. So far, so good for the home team. 7 minutes gone, and it's still goalless between Aruba and Barbados at Paradise Park. Barbados totally wasting that free kick as it goes harmlessly away to your left with the breeze, and it will be a throw for Aruba 7 minutes into this one.
I'll say down the right-hand side, Jules misses for the umpteenth time. Needs to settle down for sure. Ball into the danger here by Boyce, the captain, also a Wigan professional, and cleared away by the defence of the Arubans for a throw. Manning, who plays for University of the West Indies, left-footed player, has Ricardo Morris in his view, but goes forward instead. Ball into Mario Hart. He miscontrols, and for his troubles, he gets nothing. And he doesn't deserve anything, Curtis. If you can't control the ball at that point, then and the ball trickles off your foot, then you're giving up possession to the Aruban defense. Aruba then with a throw into the middle of their defense. They'll go with the general pattern, knocking it around at the back, letting Barbados do a bit of running around, and hopefully spaces will open in Barbados' defense for them. But Barbados playing the waiting game. Obviously 2-0 up and in the ascendancy for sure. Throwing to Barbados. Roman Manning, number 13 at left back. He goes 15 yards up. Hart fails to control again, but still uses his body as a weapon to control it. Knocks it off the defender with a right back heel, and Barbados win a throw in a pretty dangerous position, 2 yards from the Aruban goal line on the left-hand side.
Play developing a familiar pattern now. Barbados not doing anything too inventive, trying to get the ball forward to Hart as he bulldozes his way into the defense. And of course, they can rely on that 2-goal advantage. Not needing to do the spectacular. Here comes the ball across the box and all the way back now to Boyce, playing in a more advanced midfield role tonight, Trevor. Not as the central defender he would employ in terms of his position with Wigan, but with Barbados trying to be a calming presence in the midfield.
Well, he's gambled with Boyce in the past. When we were up against St. Kitts and Nevis, he seemed to like the way he played in the midfield, and therefore he's kept his two young defenders in Ricardo Bailey and Ricardo Morris. He's gone with Rico Graham on the right and also Ramon Manning on the left, and he allows Boyce to move forward with Sebastian Hunt holding just in front of the two defenders, the two central defenders, to give his team a little bit more momentum going forward. And therefore, if it's worked before, as far as he's concerned, his philosophy is don't change, or don't, if it's not broken, don't try to fix it. 0-0 with 10 and a half minutes gone. Ball with Bailey. He's under some pressure. He cuts it nicely with the right foot, looks forward, plays it outside, finds Jules. Jules inside, this time to Chandler. Chandler down the right-hand side, finds the playmaker Holligan. Holligan hesitates, goes down the right, return ball to Hart. Hart shoots into the box, saved by keeper Abdul, and collects it on the second time of asking.
Nice play there by Barbados. Everyone getting involved in that one. Nice flowing move. And some applause from the Barbadian crowd. Typically coming in a bit late, but building nicely. As you can see in the background there, the VIP seating. But a number of Barbadians taking an opportunity to view this one. And they're situated around the play area directly below us. And slightly out of your screenshot. But nice play from Barbados so far. Aruba, pretty solid at the back as well as they advance forward now. And everyone looking for that crucial opening goal. 11 minutes gone, and it's Barbados 0, Aruba 0.
And ball played wide this time by the Arubans on the left-hand side. Chance to go one-on-one, a little bit of trickery. Cuts back on the right foot, takes it left side, and he's climbing. This time on Rico Graham. Graham with a little bit of Hollywood acting.